This is Bishop Carlye Hughes from the Episcopal Diocese of Newark, and I want to talk with you about looking for the Holy Spirit this summer. And part of the reason I'm thinking about that is because I have had a wonderful first year being the bishop of this diocese, and part of what made it so great is the number of times I've been able to see the Holy Spirit at work in individual people, in groups who've been gathering for meetings, in congregations. When I go visit on a Sunday, all the stories I hear are stories of what the Holy Spirit is doing in the parish and doing with people of that parish out in the world. As people prepared for confirmation and during the confirmation services themselves, clearly there was an incredible sense of joy and euphoria and of the Spirit's presence among us as people affirmed their faith and took responsibility for who they were going to be as faithful people. Again and again, I've been able to see this. And when people are telling me their story and I say, oh, look at the Holy Spirit doing that, their eyes light up and they're able to see the Holy Spirit being there for themselves. And so it struck me that now would be a good time as we head into the summer for us all to look and see what the Holy Spirit is doing in our lives and in our churches as we enter in vacation, because here is the thing: God doesn't take a vacation. The Holy Spirit doesn't go on vacation. Jesus doesn't take a vacation. All parts of God are manifested in our lives wherever we go, whatever we are doing. And I want to encourage you to remember that the vibrant presence that we have experienced over the last few months as people have entered into new ministries, as congregations have been asking complex questions about how to be church right now. I want to invite you to keep looking for the Spirit. Now, it may be that your schedule is going to change and you won't be in your own church. You might be in other churches, or you might find yourself in the church of all creation. And it strikes me that there could not be a more beautiful way to celebrate God, but to be before the beauty of sunset and to know that in the midst of that glory, there is God. I invite you to, in those times, in the quiet ones and in the boisterous ones, to ask the question, where is the Holy Spirit right now? How might the Spirit be speaking to me right now? What is it that the Spirit is urging me to do or say? Or how am I to be in this particular time right now? I think this summer can be a rich time for us. There is something about letting go of our schedules, and when our program year kind of hypers down some and we're not trying to make so many things happen, that in that quietness we are able to feel and know and see God's presence in ways that we don't in the midst of incredible busyness. I want to encourage you to do spiritual reading this summer. I want to encourage you to pray for your family and your friends and for your churches, especially while you're away. And I want to encourage you, most of all, to keep your eyes and your ears and your spirit open to what the Holy Spirit might be wanting to say or do for you this summer.